We had a bit of a line of Judgment Day throughout the night, which is typical for Raw. We got Io Sky versus Kiana James versus Zelina Vega in a Money in the Bank qualifier match. Io Sky gets the win, but after Liv Morgan distracts Zelina Vega. Later on, Carlito has a match with Dragon Lee, and Liv comes out and then gets attacked by Zelina, getting a little bit of revenge there. Carlito still manages to get the win in that one. Later, Liv is trying to give Dom's vest back. Priest sees it, and he is very upset about it and yells at Dom Mysterio. So, Flobo, Liv Morgan, she's still tied up with Judgment Day. Looks like she's having a little bit of an issue with Zelina Vega at the same time. I haven't had a chance to talk to you about the soap opera that is Dom and Liv. What are your thoughts?
Well, it looks a lot more engaging than the last time we saw something along those lines. I'm talking about Mandy Rose and Naomi, or even the Bobby Lashley Lana thing. So I like the idea. I like the fact that it works because Dominic was so indomitable before, or so easily swayed before the opposite, because he became Rhea Ripley's Poppy or Bommy. You get the idea. I like it, but where is Rhea? She can't send an email. She can't send a text, a sternly worded letter. What's going on with her?
Well, they asked Finn Balor, have you spoken to Rhea? And he said, N-O spells no. And he's staying clear of it, which Finn Balor's a smart fella. Justin, this is clearly this continues to build, and we continue to want to know someone's going to do something they're not supposed to do. And I find it as intriguing television. And I'm always into like, what's going to be the next beat in this story? Where are you at with the story?
I love it. To Flobo's point, we had, Lana and Liv Morgan teasing to be lesbians, and we've had some bad soap operas in the past, but this is done pretty well. And look, I'm a secure enough man to admit to the world, I had a string of years where I watched Guiding Light.
Oh, God.
That was my soap opera. That was my soap opera.
General Hospital was superior, man. Let's be real.
Flobo, relax.
I gotta be honest with
all
you.
my children, man, myself.
Oh, boo! Get it out of here.
We're not even no.
Oh, my children. Oh. What a loser.
Hang on. I want to make sure we get our hang on.
What?
I want to make sure we get our
all my children.
I want to make sure our name tags are back up so that way the proper attribution to bad takes can be seen by everybody. Jack, you're dismissed for a moment from this conversation.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, fun fact: Guiding Light, Guiding Light was one of the first programs ever when it was radio, one of the longest programs ever in television.
Who's holding the title right now? It's Port Charles. Let's talk about it.
This is great. The way they're doing this is great. I'm predicting that we will. If Priest does lose the title, if in fact he's going to lose this title before SummerSlam, I'm predicting what a SummerSlam match it would be if you have Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan. I think that's a money match where you get all conflicts there in one match versus having just Rhea versus Liv or just, but this is so intriguing. It really, and then of course was, the best use of Pat McAfee's telestrator, of him doing the telestrator of Finn Balor swiping the hotel key, and this is good. Look, pro wrestling is a soap opera, and so this is fitting, and it's being done well. And it's being done with characters that people care about, and it's being done with like consistency, and there's a cohesive story being told, and there's Easter eggs in the background, and I love this. Obviously it sucks, and it was an audible to be called that Rhea got hurt, and Rhea getting hurt is probably what spun this all off anyways with Liv, because Liv's the one who legitimately hurt her. So I hope Rhea's back sooner rather than later. But this is great for everybody. This is one of the most entertaining parts of WWE television right now. Every week is how they're doing it. And Dom plays it so great. He doesn't want anything to do with it. But then he's like, well, maybe I'll zip a little bit. It's done it so well. It's so great.
I love it because you're right. Because I think the thing that makes it great, that I enjoy it the most for, is because Judgment Day are idiots, and it makes it so much fun that they're not they're not smart enough to navigate. Damian Priest is. He's the one that's smart enough to handle this, but Carlito and JD and Dom, they've been painted as idiots for so long that they get their strings pulled so easily. That's what makes this fun to me. Is there's just if this was a smart person that was going on, I'm like, this is kind of weird. I'm not into it. But because they're such idiots, like they're gonna get in trouble. They're not gonna be able to figure this out. They're gonna do the wrong thing and get caught. It's great. I love it.
Can you imagine the pop the first time Rhea resurfaces?
Oh, it's gonna be insane.
Because it's not gonna just be, oh, Rhea Ripley's returning tonight, and like, you know, we kick off Raw and here she comes. No, Rhea's gonna resurface in a situation. You know, Dom is gonna be out there in the ring with Liv, and it's gonna be a situation, and Mommy's music's gonna hit, and the place is gonna go nuts. Of like, oh, he's gonna get it. He just got it. He just got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Here it comes.
In the meantime, though, what is Liv doing? Is the revenge tour over? Like, is she just going to hang around and try to interfere with every other Money in the Bank match on the planet? Or am I just worried too much about actual wrestling here?
You worry about too much wrestling. This is all about sex and drama. Sex and drama.
Fair enough.
If you had watched,
don't stop. I swear to God, do not.
If you watch Guiding Light did this perfectly in the late 90s when they were doing, you know.
Erica Kane would have done this perfectly.
She lost 16 times in a row.
This is almost like the Ric Flair.
Yes, this is three grown men at 12:08 a.m. Eastern arguing over which soap opera was better.
They all my children, that's for sure.
There was a lot of, I had some. By the way, the chat says all my children had some love. Young and the Restless was thrown out in here. There's a few people. We got some Days of Our Lives up here. We've actually got some soap opera love.
I mess with Mar Devil. She was cool. Mar Devil was nice.